Okay, now this is the bowl. I already pulled it out of the thing. And this is gonna be the easiest score that you ever saw, okay? This is gonna be the one, but you're gonna think it's so beautiful when it's done, but it is super easy. We're just gonna, first, we're gonna make our wheat stock, okay? So, and you try to make your art first and then do your big cut, okay? So I'm gonna go like this. It's super simple. And I just kind of do it down the middle. One there, that's not quite deep enough. And then just kind of make cuts. It is that stinking easy. For an artist like you, this will be simple. And then make cuts this way too. There is my wheat stalk right there. Looks so simple just sitting there. But of course, it's gonna all spread out. And then when you do cut, you wanna cut all the way kind of down here, okay? And I cut and then all the way to the other side over here. Otherwise it will break. It just will break. And it may still. And so you go up like this. If you've got this long, I think you do. And I can't hold my paper. But I got a pretty good long. And if you look inside there, you can see those bubbles. And if you want a bigger, fatter belly, you can even, maybe one more little slice there. Just slice it again. And that one is ready to go into the oven, okay? So now, I'm gonna show you this other way. It's super cute. For our long one to go into the oven. Okay, a kind of longer loaf. And so the first thing I'm gonna do, I never get that in the center of my, never do get in that in the center of my paper. All right, so I grab me a bit of flour, and on this one I am going to sprinkle, because we're gonna do something super cute on this one. Okay, then I'm gonna take this jar, and I go like this. Need a little bit more flour because you really gotta have some good flour going here. Okay, got some kind of crumbs or something. Okay, so you go like this. I'm making a circle there. I'm making another circle there. And I'm making another circle here. So do you see those 3 circles there? Okay. Then I'm gonna take this long here, and I'm gonna just cut along the top. I want it nice and deep. I want that steam coming out right there. And I'm kind of just go like that maybe. And it will break over here, it will, but it's okay. Our bread's gonna be so cute, we won't care. And I'm kind of feeling like I don't want that much powder because I don't want it to taste bad. But I did need a bit just so I could see my ring holes. But you only want so much of that, so I'm getting rid of some of this. And then, after we do that, which okay. Then we're just gonna make 3 stalks. I'm gonna go like this, 3 wheat stalks. some lines there. You don't even have to worry about shaping them. And maybe we'll do like, I don't know, maybe we'll go at an angle with these two. Am I going at an angle? I'm trying to, but I feel like I just went straight down. Oh, there's a bit of an angle there. Then I'm gonna go at an angle with this one. And for an artist like you, this should be no brainer. You are gonna be showing me tricks, quick style, on all your stuff. So looks silly now, but wait till you see how cute it's gonna be. All right, now, okay, show you how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this here. Let's see if this can do that. Okay, all right. So I have my oven on 500, right there. But before, I've baked the whole thing at 500 before, and it's not bad, but oh my gosh, it's nowhere near as good. So before you even think about putting that bread in the oven, go ahead and get that down to the temperature it's darn well supposed to be, okay? Because it is so disappointing, which is 450. In my world, I do it at 450 and I leave it there the whole time, okay? So now I'm going to pull out both of my Dutch ovens. I've had them in the oven the whole time. So I'm pulling both of them out right now. We've got this one. And then I got a red one. So let me show you. I've got these cookie sheets. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Just stick this in here. Okay. So my Dutch ovens are hot as Hades. There's that one, there's that one. Look at that. It's too small. When I bought them, I didn't really know what I was doing. But I will tell you, it keeps that bottom from being tough. On this one, I leave it. On this one, I pull it out about halfway through. I pull it out, I'll tell you later how I do that. Because one of them still, it's hard to explain, but I'll tell you why. It'll be easier to explain later. All right. So I always put this one in my long pan. So here it goes. I'm bringing this one to my long pan. A little more flour off that paper because it ruins the smell. It ruins the smell of the bread baking. And it's too, I will tell you, it's too big to go on it, but I just let it hang over. It's too big for the little grate underneath, but I just let it hang over. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these in the oven for 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna pull them out at that time, and I'll show you how it looks at that point in time. And then we'll put it back in for another 20 minutes. See you in a bit. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that whole thing where, just like they do on the videos, where we're like, okay, moment of truth, just like that. Because the first, you'll know if you were successful or not by this 30 minutes, because all the rise happens then. So I'm gonna pull this out right here. And we will look at it together. I'll show you my little thing. Okay, are you ready? Okay, moment of truth. Did it rise? Oh, it's so beautiful. It rose beautiful. It's got a big old belly, big old ear. And so what I do now for this one, I do remove that grate on the bottom because for some reason in this pan, it gets kind of doughy on the bottom. It doesn't quite get crispy enough. I'm putting that thing on the bottom to keep it from getting hard. But on this one right now, for the last 20 minutes, it's got to come out. So then we'll put that one back in. And then we'll pull our pretty one out. Say hi, Boo.
Hi there.
Sean over there. Okay. Well, this one. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to do the surprise one on this one because I don't have, my lid's a little different on this thing. Okay, so I really want you to see it with me when it comes off. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I'll show you the top. Okay, let's see. What happened? Ooh, can you see it? Okay, you can only see that part. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and on this one though, I leave that little grate on. And also, I forgot, I mean, I'm taking this out, but I also leave the lid on. There's something about this dark cast iron, I think. So I forgot. I don't ever take this one out because I pretty much know it rose. My starter's good and the process is tried and true. So I'm not worried anymore about, you know, moment of truth. Oh, ow. Okay. So then it goes back in for 20 minutes. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm pulling them out right now, but there's something very important I gotta tell you. On that red Dutch oven, and with most Dutch ovens, just not with that black one that I had, but probably yours are gonna follow what I did with the red one. You probably saw me put that lid back on, and that is not right. I almost semi-ruined that loaf because we want it brown on top, and it's not really gonna get brown. I want you to see it without the lid on, okay? I'm gonna take it out. And it's without the lid for the last 20 minutes. And that's what you're gonna do probably. That's probably the kind of lid you've got. And I don't know, I may have cut something wrong there because that ear doesn't look so perfect. It should look a lot more perfect than that, but it's good enough. It's good enough for me, that's for sure. Okay, then we pull out the black one. And that's the one, it's just this kind of, it's called a reverse Dutch oven. And it's just that black old-fashioned cast iron. And it just will be brown. It will brown it no matter what. That's why I leave that cooler down, that cookie sheet cooler thingy down at the bottom. And there she is right there. Look how pretty. Nice fat little belly right there. It broke on the side like I said it would because I didn't have the split all the way over there. I don't care. It didn't break much over there, but there that is. So I'll pick this up and take it over here. I'm putting it on more cooling racks. Over here. And let's look at them together. That's so pretty. Sourdough is just the prettiest. You can just not be artistic at all, and it's still so pretty. Got these wheat stalks here that you saw with your own eyes. I just made a few slices. Nice fat belly right there. And you see the circles that we were going for. See those rings all over the place? We were going for on that one. And And of course, no rings over here. It kind of looks like rings, but that's because I took that baster and I ran it over the flour trying to get, I didn't want that much flour on it, you know? And so, got that flour there. But you can kind of see the smoothness of the flour that's not the belly, or of the bread that's not the belly. And then you can see the bottom is not burnt. And that's due to our little cookie coolers. And this one, the bottom, not burnt. And that may be a little lighter than I actually like it. That's the one where I didn't take it out from underneath the bottom. But that is it. There's the bread right there. That's it. Love you.